You know Keller Dover from Prisoners? A man who prayed every morning, prepared for every scenario he could imagine, genuinely believed if he stayed careful enough and worked hard enough, nothing could touch his family. Then his daughter went missing, taken in broad daylight, feet from his own house. All that preparation, all that control he thought he had, none of it stopped the one thing he actually needed it to stop. And he doesn't grieve. He doesn't wait on the system. He decides if no one else is going to fix this, he'll do it himself by force, by whatever it takes. I think about him because I did a version of that with a relationship, not out of ignorance. I knew we wanted completely different things out of life, pulling in two different directions from the start. And I knew it early, knew in a way you know something in your chest, long before you're willing to say it out loud. I just didn't want to believe it. So instead of walking away, I did what Keller did. I gripped tighter. I tried to force it into working through pure will, like control was a substitute for truth. 2 years. That's how long it took me to dig myself out of a hole I already knew I couldn't stand. And it got so bad that God finally just let go of the wheel with me and handed me over to exactly what I kept chasing because I wasn't going to put the hammer down on my own. If that hadn't worked, I don't know where I'd have been. I think about Keller in that basement, hands wrapped around a pipe, willing to become something he swore he'd never be because he'd rather lose himself than admit he had no control. I wasn't strong enough to put the hammer down. God had to pry it out of my hands. And I'm only standing here right now because he didn't let me keep swinging it. Real peace was never going to come from planning my way around a truth I already had. It came the moment my hands were finally empty.